Mashed potatoes. They are one of the oldest and most universal ways to prepare a potato, made by boiling the potato until soft and then breaking it down into a smooth or chunky paste. The texture depends entirely on how much butter, cream, or milk goes in, and how long you work it. In France, the version made famous by chef Gilles Robachin uses nearly equal parts potato and butter, producing something closer to silk than a side dish. In homes across the United States and Britain, it is comfort food in its simplest form, warm, filling, and forgiving to make. Baked potato. The whole potato goes into the oven, skin on, and stays there long enough for the inside to turn soft and fluffy, while the skin becomes dry and slightly crisp. It is a method that requires almost no preparation, which is part of why it has been a staple across so many cultures for centuries. In the United Kingdom, it is known as a jacket potato and often served as a full meal, split open and loaded with cheese, beans, or tuna. The skin, which many people discard, is actually where much of the fiber and flavor sit. French fries. They are strips of potato fried in oil until golden on the outside and tender inside, and they may be the most consumed potato preparation in the world. Despite the name, their true origin is debated. Belgium has a strong claim, with records of villagers frying potatoes in the Meuse Valley as far back as the late 1600s. The cut, the oil temperature, and the number of frying passes all affect the result. Belgian-style fries are typically thicker and fried twice for a creamy interior. Fast food versions are thinner, crispier, and engineered for consistency at massive scale. Roast potatoes. The potato is cut into pieces, parboiled briefly, then finished in a hot oven with fat, traditionally goose fat or duck fat in Europe, though vegetable oil works as well. The parboiling roughens the surface, and that rough surface is what becomes the crust. In British cooking, roast potatoes are considered essential at a Sunday roast dinner, sitting alongside meat and gravy as an equal rather than an afterthought. Getting the outside truly crisp while keeping the inside light and fluffy is considered a point of pride in many home kitchens. Hash browns. They come from shredded or grated raw potato, pressed to remove moisture, then fried flat in a pan until both sides form a golden crust. The result is dense and savory, with a satisfying crunch that gives way to a softer center. Hash browns became widely associated with American breakfast culture in the late 19th century, appearing on diner menus across the country as a natural companion to eggs and bacon. The name comes from the French word hasher, meaning to chop. Some versions are formed into neat patties, others are left loose and irregular, crisping wherever they make contact with the pan. Potato soup. It is a dish built on the starch and body that potatoes release as they cook in liquid, creating something thick and satisfying without much effort. Versions of it exist across nearly every culture that grows potatoes. In Ireland, a simple version with leeks, stock, and cream became a staple during long winters. In Germany, potato soup often includes sausage and root vegetables cooked together into something close to a stew. Vichyssoise, the French-American version, is served cold and finished with cream and chives, the same basic ingredients as a humble leek and potato soup, just presented differently.